key. There we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome. If anyone is watching the replay, I hope you're having a good morning or afternoon, whatever it is for you. I hope that you are doing well. Arthur's got to have his treat. Hold on. Hey, good baby boy. Go get it. All right. So I have got to focus for a minute here and start the next segment for the beaded bag. Where is the end of this? Where's the part with the needle? Where's the needle? Let's see it. I need to also do this real quick. There we go. There we go. Better. My brightness was so far down I couldn't see anything. Hey, Chris, how are you doing? How are you doing? Where's my iPad? I don't know. I just heard it go off. Oh, it's right here. Got a text. Okay. All right, cool. Oh, it's on my phone too. There we go. Hey, Tanya. How are you? How is everybody? I gotta grab this. Let me take this needle off before I lose it. These beading needles are kind of hard to come by. Oh, stuck in stupid oh no, stupid training for work. Oh my gosh, they train you guys a lot, don't they? Gosh. Refresh, refresh, refresh. New stuff, new stuff. It's annoying. I'm sorry. It has been a minute, Tanya. It has been a minute. But I know you're busy with your girls, man. I forgot what I was going to say. I got distracted. Let me put these beads on here so I can start the new ones. I'm still working on the lighter holder. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm going to work on this probably for now and then maybe work on that again. Or definitely going to work on it again tonight because it's already been paid for. So I want to go ahead and ship it as soon as possible. But I know I can't ship it until Monday anyway. So I guess that's why I'm like not in the biggest rush. Oh, it's so stupid. I bet it is, man. I bet it is. I can imagine that it's like the dumbest stuff that you're like, really? Come on. Works like that. And I got to keep my eye out. Just a minute ago, but I got to keep my eye out because I won Josie's giveaway. MSB by Josie. I won her giveaway. And so I should be getting a package from Amazon at some point, and it very well may come while we're live. And if it does, I will have to open it for you guys. Crap, I just frogged a bunch of the beads. Oops. I thought I had it. I thought I had my hook in there. I did not. Hi, Lori. Yeah, I have to show you guys again what I'm making in case any of you guys do not know. So I'm working on, right now I'm working on another, why is that shadow so terrible? I don't know. I'm working on another one of these beaded bags right now. So they're all little beads. So I'm working on another. Also, I'm working on another one of the little glow in the dark lighter case with even smaller little beads. So I have an order for that, and the bag will hopefully turn out good enough to be for sale. So I'm hoping it'll be that way. Yes, Arthur, you're already ready for your puzzle, sir. Okay. I wish your dad hadn't taken your bow tie off. I don't know what he did with it, little Arthur. He probably put it in your little basket. Oh, and I have some examples of fillet crochet that I went through and found my grandmother's fillet crochet. So if you guys didn't know what that was when I was talking about it the other day, I have examples. Let's see. Here's one. So see how it's like, I'll show you up close, but see there's a pattern in the middle, right? But then when you get up close, you'll notice it's like netting essentially. So from what I gather, it's sort of like double crochets or extended double crochets and a chain or two, and then another double crochet, etc. Or you do like double crochets just all together to make like some kind of pattern out of it. But I want to learn to do this. I really do. I saw a lady that made like a top that was like the netting, but it was even thinner than this, I think, the yarn weight. And it was just beautiful. It was like a drapey, beautiful, like netted top. And I want to make one of those. So I really want to learn fillet crochet. So yeah. That's just one of her little pieces, and then one of these. I thought this was pretty too, like flowers on it, but it appears to also be some form of filet crochet, at least here in the middle and stuff, and I guess out here too. But yeah, great grandma stuff. I never met her, unfortunately, but I'm honored to have her stuff. I'm honored that grandmother chose to give it to me. I know she knew I would appreciate it, right? And I know how much work goes into something like that, right? So, oh my goodness, I'm sure that took a while, but it's so beautiful. I mean, her stitches are just so beautiful and even, and oh my goodness, they're gorgeous. But yes, I really want to learn to do the filet crochet. So that's one of the next little things I need to write on my to-do learn list, to do and learn list. Filet crochet can make amazing things. It really can. It really can. I've seen some beautiful tops and beautiful, like those are like chair covers and arm covers for chairs and things and doilies. And what else have I seen? I've seen curtains, I think, made for filet crochet. I've seen so many things. Hi, Josie. I was just saying that I won your giveaway and that I was waiting for the package, and it very well may come while I'm sitting here. Hi, Pets World. You're sitting in front of a window and people keep walking by staring at you. Oh, no, that's the worst. Oh, I know where you are, Pets World. I know. Yeah. People totally do, don't they? Oh my goodness. All right, let me see. Let me go back and then get in this. I got to get into this back of the stitch kind of. So it's kind of tricky. I got to leave it a little bit loose so that I can get my hook back into there, and then I can reattach the new strand of beads. There we go. I did it. Now, cut this one. I have 2 balls of thread in case you're wondering how I have some pre-strung already. I have 2 different balls, so I can string some and then I can be working on some at the same time. I recommend that if you try this. Not necessarily like small pieces do you need this, but like bags and things. It's kind of nice to be able to like string up beads ahead of time and just be ready to crochet them when you're ready. So let's see. Oh, you panic and you lay down. Thank you, Tanya. Just check the package should come in tomorrow. Okay, awesome, Josie. Thank you. Yay, I'm excited. Fillet can be done using a graph to make whatever you want. It's so pretty. Yeah, that's what I understand. It seems so cool. I can't wait to try it. And I want to learn more about doing graphs and stuff anyway, because that'll help me to learn to write my own beaded patterns if I can figure out the graphs and stuff. So. Your grandma just crocheted an outfit for your niece's baby. Aww, blessings. That's so sweet. I'm sure they will treasure that always. That sounds so precious. I know my friend's mother-in-law. Yeah, friend's mother-in-law is a very talented crocheter, and she has made her little grandbaby like leprechaun outfits and like Easter outfit. You know what I mean? Just like every holiday little outfit. It's like a little I forget what the holiday one was, but I think he was like a little king or something. I mean, just all kinds of little things. Hats, pants, shirts, shoes, the whole works crocheted for him when he was a little baby. Oh my goodness. They're so precious. And I know they kept them and saved them forever. Okay, awesome, Lori. Sure. I would be more than welcome to know some channels that do the filet crochet. It's like I'm a sculptor at a museum and people just stare. I know where you are. I'm confused because I'm tired and it's 9. I thought you were at the hospital, Pets World. Are you not at the hospital now? Are you back at home? That's why I was thinking. I was thinking you were at the hospital and people were walking by the window staring at you. I was like, oh, I can see that. I can picture that happening for sure. But maybe you're back home. Oh, you will, Tanya. Oh, are they going to camp or something? Oh, good for you, Tanya. Take advantage, plan at least one day where you could do something you really want to do. You know what I mean? Like plan it out. That'd be awesome. Good for you, girl. You deserve that. All mamas deserve that. Use you 1 cent crochet. Yeah, I'm subscribed to 1 cent, definitely. I know I have subscribed to her, and I think I saw her post something recently. I can't remember if I saw it, but I know she posted something not long ago. Yes. My neighbor's right. What else? Oh, you're home. Oh, okay. I thought you were at the hospital, Pets World. I was confused. Right, gonna tell Miss Rivera you're. Oh, Miss Rivera might be busy, Tanya, but go. Feel free. But she may be busy today. She's got some family stuff going on, but she's okay. I just will let her talk about it when she wants to. Um, but she might be busy. I understand that. She was definitely busy this morning. I know that. Hey, MJ, how are you doing? I still keep getting the frogs, man. I don't know what's up with that. Where's my cat? I don't know. His toy is in there. If you hear a bell ringing, it's his little toy. There he is. There's Kitty. Yeah, I was talking about you. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. He's talking. Oh, yes. Thank you. That's right. I know. I thought about that too. Oh, hi, Mary Jane. How are you doing? Good. Let's see. You're crocheting with beads. I am crocheting with beads. So right now I'm working with 6/0 beads. Let me grab this because it's here. Because I used to work with pony beads. That's kind of what I started with and kind of what I would recommend for people to start with just because they're bigger and easier to see and, kind of looks funky. But this is what I started with was like a bag with pony beads on it. And then I kind of jumped to the really tiny beads and started making little chapstick holders and little lighter cases like this one. Ooh, look how pretty that looks in the light. Ooh, I just want to look at it forever. You can really see how it's like blue and purple now because the beads are kind of blue but have like a purple inside or the opposite. I can't remember. Ooh, so pretty. I love it. That's my favorite color of those beads so far. And so then I jumped to the purses. And so I'm making one of these right now, another one of these, which is with like 6/0 beads. So they're a little bigger. They're kind of in between the pony beads and the seed beads. So these glow in the dark too, which is really cool. So I'm making another one of those to sell, hopefully. And then, oh, I haven't shown you guys the rest of the beads that I got. So white, glow in the dark, because white glow in the dark is necessary, right? And then I don't really like these that much, but I also want to like expand and make more purses. So I got the purple glow in the dark. They're just not as purple as I wish they were. But they're like a nice light purple. So those are going to glow in the dark. So I'll probably do the white and the light purple together. And then I really like these, which are like, what are these? Violet cat eye beads. So if you really look at these up close, they do have kind of like a cat eye effect to them, which you probably cannot see in the tube for sure. But they're a like darker purple. Like I'll show you compared to these. They're definitely a darker purple, and they're what I was hoping these would really be, but I knew they wouldn't be. So I'm gonna do these with a transparent like rainbow clear. So I got a couple more planned. Let's see. Oh, you guys are saying hey to each other. Good. Oh, thank you. I know. I'm so excited to see what these are going to look like. Have I fought out bad in our couch? Oh, you do? I've slept on those a many a times, girl. They're not the most comfortable. Said out your neighbors walking by. He didn't see me. Oh, Lord. Lord, Pets World. My goodness gracious. Well, stay away. Stay away. Hello, the crafty gypsy. How are you? I love your name. How are you doing? Let me find my place here. I got to do a couple more beads. Did I pull my string? No. I got to find the end. I'm trying to like reconnect here. So I've got to find the proper string with the beads. That would be this one. Wait, no, this one. Get some more beads, and then I have to do a couple beads in a row before I can pull my little loop, and then I'll be good to continue and keep going. And I got to crochet these in as I go too. Hold on. Weave them in, crochet them in, whatever you want to call it. Where is my scissors? They don't need to be that long because they're just going to get tangled. But yeah, I recommend if you ever think about like trying bead crochet, probably to start with something like pony beads or at least like the 6/0 beads so you're not like super frustrated. Because even I doing all this have tried like amigurumi with beads. I mean, I do some amigurumi with beads, but I mean like the little tiny micro amigurumi with the seed beads. I can't figure it out yet. I don't know what it is about it, but it's something about doing it in the round or something that confuses me, and or it just doesn't quite look right, or I don't place something. I'm not sure. Something doesn't work out. So I would recommend trying like pony beads and stuff like that. Um, and then moving on to like smaller beads as you go. Just so like maybe you don't get as frustrated and you can really see your stitches and all that kind of stuff. Um, with the beads that I just showed, I'm going to make more of these in different colors. That'll be purple and white. So the pink will be purple and the green will be white. And I do have another purse pattern too that I want to do, but it uses the super tiny beads, like the seed beads. So I gotta look and see how many I even remotely need. I really need to buy a scale. Um, my air conditioner made a loud noise. Sorry, I didn't mean to look panicked. It pops sometimes, the metal in there. But anyway, I was hoping that I could get a little food scale because a lot of times I don't know how many beads I have, and so I could just weigh them and approximately figure out how many grams I have, and then figure out like how many more I need to complete a pattern. So I really need to get a little food scale. I just have never gotten it. I always forget. I think they're not expensive. I just always forget. I just need one that can do like grams, basically. I think because that's generally what they're sold in, right? Because I think this is 28 grams. And these are from Hobby Lobby, and these were originally like what does it say, 6.49 a tube, but this is a big tube compared to what a lot of beads come in. It's 85 grams, which a lot of beads this size come in like a 23-gram tube. No, that's not. Don't buy 23-gram tubes to make a purse. You need 200 something grams. Don't of one color. So don't do that. You're just wasting money. Get them on Amazon or go to Hobby Lobby and get them on sale or something like that. I got these on sale. They were not $6.94. I got them for like at least 30 or 40% off, I think. Maybe even 50% off. So I paid like half price for these. They're quite often on sale. And so, yeah, it just works out a lot better for me. I can charge a little less for the purse too. So, oh, thank you, Josie. Do you have all your tweets, baby? You can come up here and say hi, but you have all your tweets. Yes. I love you. He had such a good time at the beach, you guys. That's his happy place. Other than his couch, of course. He loves his couch. Beads can be very expensive. They sure can be. Thank you, Tank. Thank you. Hello. Hello, Zahira. I hope I'm saying your name right. Probably not, though. So dark over there, but it's because I had to shut my window because I'm scared the cat's going to jump up there. I want him to be able to see out the window, and I will fix it. And he can see out other windows. It's just that one. It has my plants in it, and I'm terrified he's going to knock my plant shelf over with all my house plants on it. And that would be a disaster for so many reasons. So I shut the curtains. So hopefully he will not jump on the curtains. I'm working on a beaded bag. So this doesn't have any handles on it yet, but in theory, I'm going to attach little things and make handles here. I bought a bunch of like different attachments and things the other day too to make different ones because my original one I had like little like lobster big lobster kind of things that went in here. But I have some other options, and then I'm going to have a chain handle to go on it, which could be short or long depending on what they want, or you want. I may include both. I may include like a handle to fit like under the arm, and then I may include like a long crossbody kind of handle when I sell it because the chain's not very expensive. It'll be easy to just make two of them for him. The worst part would be having to make two little or use two clips or whatever, but that's not bad. But yeah, and these glow in the dark, you guys. So let me show you the pictures of it glowing in the dark because it's too pretty not to show you. Here we go. Look at it. Look at it glow. That's with a UV light. So not a black light, but just a regular like a nail lamp that has UV reactive, qualities to it. So like the sun. Same thing happens if you go out in the sun. It may not be quite that intense depending on how bright the sun is, but yeah, it glows pretty darn well. I was very impressed. The bag glows a little bit brighter than the like tiny little glow in the dark beads do, but they both glow really nice. So it's really cool. How did I learn? So let's see, what did I do? So for the pony beads, I learned like just various sources on YouTube. I Googled different patterns and free tutorials and stuff. And then for the bags, there is a creator whose name is Gracie Simpson, and she is the one who sells the pattern for this bag. And so I really learned bead crochet, well, the more detailed kind of bead crochet from her. But I had already made like these kinds of bags before I started like the really intricate ones. These are easier to make and what I like kind of recommend to start with. Aw, the cat and the dog are chasing each other. It's cute. Y'all playing. Yes, be sweet. Y'all always are, though. You've never had a fight. Not yet. Oh, thank you. I don't know who that is, to be honest. I feel like I've heard of that, but I'm not sure who that is. Little one. the dog ran up on the couch, and now the cat's like, wait, where'd the dog go? He's up here, bud. He said, okay. All right, try to keep my little tails over. Did I pull my thing yet? No, I didn't pull it. Let me pull my tail to attach. So the only thing you also need to know about bead crochet, I don't think I have a chapstick holder nearby. But they're basically like this, except you have a pattern to them. Like I made this pattern by myself, but the patterns that for the chapstick holders, which Gracie also does, you have to string up like 1,000 beads before you ever start to crochet. So just keep that in mind. If that's not your thing, this may not be for you because you're going to have to spend at least an hour like stringing up beads before you ever get your hook in your hand, which deters a lot of people. And also, the chapstick holders you use like a 0.75 millimeter hook, so less than 1 millimeter. So it's very tiny. It's very doable. It's just you got to wrap your brain around it and kind of get used to it. It's different, different than using like a bigger hook. For the bags, she recommends a 1 millimeter hook, but for me, I have really tight tension, so I've gone all the way up to a 3 millimeter hook, which has worked out better for me personally. But it just depends on you. But for the little tiny beads, I'm still good with that really tiny hook. But yeah, I kind of recommend starting with bigger beads and then working your way down. And if you're not sure like what size certain beads are when you like want to buy them, like 12-0, 11-0, 6-0, always Google. There's like a chart you can find and it'll tell you what size. Like these are 2 millimeter, these are 2.5 millimeters, that kind of stuff. Generally, the smaller the number, the smaller the bead. The bigger the number, the bigger the bead. That kind of thing. The bigger the first number. So 12-0 beads are the smallest ones that I can find so far. And they are, which I'm not saying, I think 15-0 exists or something. 15, 13. So one other does exist, but I've never seen them before in person. But these are 12-0, which you can't really tell the difference on camera between those and 11-0s, which are like half a millimeter different. Plus, these are a light color, but you can't really tell the difference there. But then these are 6-0 beads, which are quite a bit larger. So, hi, Liz. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day today. You doing good too, Arthur? Good. Just checking. You looked at me. I had to check on you, bud. Ooh, haven't had any coffee. Thank you, Liz. That little smirk was for you. I saw your comment. Liz is always so nice and supportive. Aw, you just got back from Chicago. Ooh, I hope you had fun. And that would explain why I haven't seen you quite as much on YouTube, maybe. Like going live and stuff, you know. Um, I hope you had fun though. We just got back from the beach for a little quick weekend trip and it was nice. Hey, yes, hello. Let's see, what else was I going to tell you guys? I got the beads. What else? Because I wasn't expecting to get them until tomorrow, but I got them yesterday. What else, Arthur? I think I'm still looking around for giveaway stuff. I know one thing I want to get you guys, but I talked to the Etsy shop owner and I found out she's going to make some other crafting kind of things, and I kind of want to get one of those, but it depends on if she releases them or not. When I need, by the time I need it or whatever. So I don't know. We'll see. I kind of hope that happens because I would like to. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be great. So I'd like to get it for you guys. Oh, you did. Oh, sorry guys, I didn't mean to bump the mic. You did, Liz. That is good because we had the best burger of our lives at the beach. Oh, me and my husband both were like, that is the best burger we have ever had. Oh my God, I don't know how to explain it. It was a bacon burger, but like it wasn't the bacon that was that good. It wasn't that. The cheese was also pretty darn good, but it was the meat. It was just the bun, good, but the meat, best I've ever had. It was called Island Burger. So if anybody ever goes to Carolina Beach, you have to go to Island Burger. That was the first time I'd ever been there, but oh my gosh, it said like best burger on the island or whatever. So we were kind of thinking it would probably be pretty good, right? Didn't know it was going to be that good. And the wait wasn't that bad. Like, oh, please do go. I cannot say enough how good that was. I know. Sorry. I'll try not to make anybody hungry. We usually don't talk about food that much on here. I'm sorry. Because I'll get hungry too. Oh, but yeah, it was good. I'm glad we didn't do any adventurous rides this time. I think I went on my only banana boat ride on our honeymoon. I don't think I'm going to do that again. Especially not one where they're like, we're going to purposefully try to throw you off. I'm like, nope, I'm good. I held onto that thing for an hour for dear life with all my muscles clenched. And I was like, nope, not doing this again. I did not fall off the entire time. My husband did. And if you know that story, you know, he also lost his swimming trunks, but he found them. So that's good. But man, I'm never doing that again. It was fun, but it was also like not fun. I was ready to get off of there. By about 30, 45 minutes, I was like, please get me off. Please. Hi, Carrie. How are you? But yeah, it was really funny though. Because it was funny and also not funny because it was my husband, right? And I was worried for him, and we literally left him in the ocean for a few minutes for him to find his swimming trunks and came back to him, and because there was a small child on the vessel, and so we did not want to expose her to that. And it was really funny. She was like 12 or something, and she said, "That's not how I want it to be. Like that's not how I want to see that." It was really funny. She just yelled it. She was joking, but she was serious too at the same time, and we all did not blame her, you know. And I was thinking, what can I give Can I give him my vest? Like, can he use his life jacket to cover up? Like, what? What can we do? But no, thankfully we left him in the ocean for a few minutes, and I was like, bye. And we left him, and then we came back in a few minutes, and he was like, I got it. And I was like, thank God. It was so bad, but I'm so glad he found it. Oh, you get the kitty loves. Oh, where's my kitty? He's over there with the puppy. I was like, where is he? I think he wants some Arthur attention. Yeah, you guys do like each other. You do. I know you do. Not always, but most of the time you guys are pretty cool with each other. It was eventful. It really was. We had a book in our, and that was our honeymoon too. And we had like a book in the place that we rented or whatever that was like memories to leave about something that happened on your trip. And everybody had written all these things in it. And that's one of the memories that we we left in the book. So everybody that rents the place gets a good laugh if they read that. Oh me. Lost my swim trunks on a banana boat ride. Dot dot dot. Found them. uh, but it was like it makes perfect sense how it happened though, just because he tried to hold on to the banana boat so he wouldn't fall off, and so he's like holding on for dear life, and the water's like beating his stomach and legs, and so it just like swept him right off. I'm just glad it wasn't me, because I would have been so upset that I would have been like, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna find that, and I probably would have been so upset that I don't know if I would have found it. So I'm glad that he did, and it was him because he was braver than I. I am making a beaded handbag right this minute that will, let's see, where to go, look like this. And except it will have handles. This one doesn't have its handles currently. Um, it'll have like a chain strap for it. But I'm working on that right now. But I also have a lighter holder with beads as well that I need to work on too. Just kind of taking a little break from that. The little tiny thread, because the lighter holders are made with crochet thread, but it's size 30, so it's extra fine. Um, so it can be a little tedious on the hands. So every once in a while, I'll take a break from that. So I'm taking a little break from that. I'm going to do this. The lighter holder also looks like I've made no progress since yesterday, but I will explain that. The thing is, it didn't, there was a part in it I didn't like the way it looked, so I frogged it. So um, it's for a customer, and I want it to be perfect because they're paying good money for it. And so yeah, I'm gonna make it right. So I did frog it, but again, I know I'm not gonna be able to ship it till probably Monday. So as long as I finish it before Monday, I'll be good. Where do we buy the beads? So depending on what beads you want, I'll start with the first one. So pony beads, I usually get mine on Amazon, honestly. I look for bulk beads on Amazon, bulk pony beads. Pony beads also, just so you know, usually work with like anywhere between like a 3.25 and a 4 millimeter hook. Don't judge me on the 4 millimeter because sometimes it doesn't work. But a 2 point or 3.25 pretty much always works for a pony bead, depending on the middle of it. Um, for the like 6O beads and the seed beads, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, used to be Joann's, Amazon as well. There is a website called Fire Mountain Gems, but it's a little bit hard to navigate personally. Um, so they have like a good amounts of beads for a good price, but it's kind of hard to navigate. But you can check it out for sure and try it. The other day, somebody told me about bead10.com, which has like the pony beads and stuff, more of that kind of bigger beads. And they even have some really cool like holiday style beads, which I think would be cool to like try to put in like a bag like this. They have like jack-o'-lantern ones. That would be cool, right? Um, um, and for the seed beads, same thing as the 6O beads, like Hobby Lobby, I want to say Joann's, but Michael's, where else? Amazon again, and the Mountain Gems, Fire Mountain Gems, because that's Fire Mountain Gems is where the lady who makes these patterns gets hers from. But she's also mentioned that the website can be a little bit hard. So, all bye, Carrie. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Your little girl wants to make things. Yeah, I totally get that. Yeah, I would try pony beads, and definitely, Liz, for sure. Yeah. Pony beads or maybe 6/0 beads at the smallest, but I would try pony beads for sure. Yeah. And with pony beads, you can crochet them two ways, which is cool too. And I guess you can do it with all beads really, but it's just not done as much. But with pony beads, you can either like string them ahead of time like this, or you don't have to worry about that and just use a small enough hook to fit your bead right over it. don't have to string them ahead of time, which is great when you're first learning how to do all that. And it's like less frustrating. You don't have to worry about stringing them ahead of time, all that kind of stuff, counting, that kind of thing. And I've started a weighted blanket with the pony beads. And for me, if anybody wants to try anything like that, I recommend just like making swatches. Honestly, I know it's annoying, but make a swatch of like a little square that is with single crochets and the pony beads. Then make one with half doubles with the pony beads, either with a space in between, without. Try it both ways. Usually, leaving a space, a regular stitch in between helps so the beads aren't like smashing against each other. Um, and then try a double crochet and then just see what you like better, what looks better to you. Do you like more crochet in between the beads, less crochet in between the beads, that kind of stuff. Oh, she wants to do the crabs now. Oh, bought some pony beads at Dollar Tree just to practice with. Yeah, they do. They have little packs. Walmart has little packs. I forgot to mention. I've gotten some from Walmart before. I've even heard some people say Walmart have glow in the dark ones at their different Walmarts. Hey, baby, you can come here. My kitty cat wants to say hi. Hi. Hey, baby. I love you. You gonna talk to everybody? Little one says hi. But yeah, they have pony beads at a lot of places. And like I said, I just think they're a good place to start because they're bigger and you have options with them as far as putting them on ahead or not putting them on ahead of time, that kind of stuff. And I've made like Christmas trees, cupcakes. I think they have like Easter egg patterns. Everybody knows the little hedgehog patterns with the beads, octopus patterns with beads, all kinds of things. Or bracelets hard to do. She wants to do things for her friends. Liz, I have been trying to work on the bracelets with the tiny little beads, and they can be tricky just because it's only 6 stitches around and it's thread and it's a tiny, tiny hook. Excuse you, that's my microphone. And that kind of thing. However, I think if you look around on YouTube, excuse me, there are a lot of other ways that you can crochet with beads to make bracelets. I'm pretty sure that would be easier. Just avoid those ones that are like super tiny and you don't even know they're crocheted. It just looks like beads. Avoid those when she's, young. I don't know her age. That's what I'm saying. But I just know that it's really difficult for me even, and I'm still trying to like kind of get the hang of that. So I would think maybe look around and see what you can find, because I've seen some other patterns when I've done my looking around for bead crochet and bracelets and patterns and all kinds of stuff. So I'm sure you'll find something. I'm sure you'll find something. I wish I could think of something to recommend specific, but I'm sure, Sea turtles. Yep, I've seen sea turtles. Yeah. You have a black kitty too. That's right. I know. I've heard you talk about your babies, your animals. Don't pull my shirt down, baby. Oh, me. Yes, this is little one. He's the most loving thing, you guys. He really is, and he loves to be picked up and be held. He never wants you to put him down. Hi. Oh, hi. I love you. Yeah, I love you. You gonna collapse? You gonna ow ow ow? Okay. MJ's back. Little one's here too. Yeah, neither you or Arthur showed yourself the other day, but you're here now, aren't you? Ooh, nope, not into the mic. Anywhere but the mic, baby. You rubby anywhere but. Yeah. Hello. Little one, you having a good day? I think he is having a good day, you guys. He didn't cry a bit when I put him up to go to work in the other room. He didn't cry a bit. He didn't complain. Usually he at least lets out a meow, but there was no meow. Can I have some coffee? Do you mind if I drink some coffee? Okay, I'm gonna try to drink some coffee. He is. Like I said, he's just so loving. I've had a lot of cats, but I've just never had one quite as loving as he is. My coffee. It's my coffee. He doesn't really like people food though. He usually gives it a sniff and then he's like, eh. Yeah, you're not much of a people food. You getting down? Bye. And just like that, he's out. All right. But that's cats for you. That's cats for you. I need to check and make sure my pattern's still going well. Otherwise, this will be a discounted purse. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing about some of this bead crochet. It's like I don't necessarily. I fixed one thing one time, like went back and recounted backwards and figured out where I messed up counting the beads and fixed it. But it's very difficult to fix when you do something like that. Or at least for me it is. I don't know for everybody, but for me it is. Because you have to literally count backwards, and sometimes just looking at the visual pattern, I don't know, it's like mirrored, and so it can be confusing which side of the pattern you're on, but it's not 100% mirrored. It's like a few beads will be off sometimes, so it can be a challenge, but it's so worth it once you get one right, you know. The reward is great. But don't be discouraged because it took me probably 3 tries to get the chapstick holders right, the pattern exactly right. Like, I can show you a fail. This is a fail. This is a fail of a flame. Like, you can sort of tell they're flames, but you can also tell, like, that's not that's not how it's supposed to look. It's supposed to be like rainbow flames. No, it's not quite right. That's one of my fails. I think that was my second one. Oh, Miss Rivera, I love you too. Is everything going okay? I didn't want to text and bug you. I figured you'd text me when you were able. So I'm not gonna bug you, girl. I hope everything went okay. Everyone's out. Good. I'm so glad, Miss Rivera. Good. I'm so glad. Good. I've been saying prayers for everybody. I'm so thankful. I hope everybody continues to do well and heals well. Keep y'all in my thoughts and prayers. Y'all be nice to each other, animals. Kitty wants to play. Puppy. I saw a paw raised. This is a crochet stream. I hang out and crochet and make animals and cardigans and bags and all kinds of fun things. Thank you, Liz. Liz is always up there with that. She's always. I try to be as good as Liz with that kind of thing, but I'm not. I admittedly am not as good as Liz. She always. Liz, do you have that like copy and paste? Do you like, or do you really type that out every time? Because I know when I used to be a mod back in the day for a channel, I had a clipboard where I had like things, their links or whatever, copy and pasted for them when they would want me to post them. But I mean, girl, you're so good with that. And I always do. I try to tell people to hit the like for other people always when I'm in their chat, but I do sometimes. I'm doing something else or I'm really ADD. And I also just forget sometimes. But I do always try to, especially if I know. Copy and paste. There you go, girl. That's smart. That's smart. I figured, I was like, that one specifically, I was like, that one must be, because I feel like it's so perfect. And you know what I mean? It's so fast that you get it up there and it's so perfect every time. She is great, isn't she? What is something that I've always wanted to make? Well, I can't think of anything that right this second. Well, I don't know. Give me a second to think about that. But I will say that this thing behind me was one of my dream projects that I made, which I have like full pictures of it on my Instagram because it's hard to fit it in the frame. But this is a rainbow hexy cardigan. I'm trying to like fold it properly. And this was, it's stuck on my other crochet. There we go. Took my hook. Dang it, why can't I fold it? It's just, there's the seam. Okay, there we go. Anyway, so this was one of my dream projects. Which is a rainbow cardigan, because I never thought that I could really make clothing. And now I know that I can at least do that, you know. And I've made a pair of shorts before recently, so I'm learning to make clothing. So that was definitely a dream project of mine. Another dream project though is to make one similar to that, but it's half rainbow and then half like grayscale, black to white or whatever. That's another dream project of mine. Wickedly Handmade makes those, and she really inspired me to want to make one that's half rainbow and half black and white. I think that'd be so cool. And it's very me too because I love color, but I also love black. So like it would just be very me to have one that was half black and white and half colorful. I would love that so much. So that's next on my list, and that's all Big Twist yarn. And I haven't looked at Hirschner's website but once, and I can't remember. I think the prices were a little higher for the Big Twist that I used on that than they used to be, but I still have some left. So if I could just get like one more skein of each, then and then enough black and gray and white, then I could do my other cardigan. But I may save that for like next summer because I'm also working, if I can get it out from under, whoops, the beads. I'm also working on a Halloween one. So I'm working on this black and orange one. So I'd like to get that done before Halloween, before I worry about the other one. But yeah. Yeah. So that's awesome, Liz. I try to be that way too, girl. I really do. I try to be positive and helpful and whatever I can be, you know. Not always the positivist, but I try. Because I'm very negative minded sometimes with my own thoughts and self towards myself, but I try to be positive for others and myself as well. Oh, yes, I'm so glad everybody's okay. Yay. Yeah, I'm so glad. Yes, and I'm so excited about that cardigan. Ooh, I should get some little pumpkin buttons to put on it. I was thinking, I mean, I'm gonna do that or maybe or both. I want to make pumpkin granny squares, you guys. I don't know if I can do it, but I'm gonna try to make pumpkin granny squares with like a granny square in the center and put those as pockets. Or some people take granny squares and put them in the middle of their hexie cardigans in the back. So I may do a couple and put those in the back of that. I don't know. Either pockets in the front or there'll be a thing in the back with pumpkins. I don't know yet, but I think maybe pockets. But I'm excited. I'm so excited. I want it to be cute. I love Halloween, so that's gonna be fun. And then I want to make a Christmas one, of course. You know, gotta make one to wear to the Christmas party, huh? Of course. And then I don't know. Then probably the really cool one I want to make. You finished your shirt and you're making little girly say, oh, that's so cute. I remember matching like that with my mom when I was little. Oh, that's sweet. Not too, I don't know how old I would have been, but I just, oh my goodness, I remember doing that. And I remember being little and thinking, I want glasses till I can be like my mom. Like, I don't know how many kids wish they want glasses, but I wanted glasses because I wanted to be like my mommy. And lo and behold, did I end up with glasses in second grade and need them to this day. I always am wearing my contacts on here, but I'm blind as a bat without them. I could not see the screen right now if I didn't have my contacts. Let's put it like that. Yes, thank you, Miss Rivera. Thank you so. Sorry, my purse fell. Thank you, Miss Rivera. Please, I just didn't want to text you and bother you because I knew you were dealing with everything, and I know how it is when people have surgery. You're in and out and in the hospital, and you can't be on the phone and all, you know, all that jazz. So, thank you so much for coming in here and letting me know. And I'm here if you need me and all that good stuff. But I'm gonna leave you to it for now so that you can take care and take care of everybody. But thank you for coming in and telling me because I've been thinking about you ever since I woke up this morning. So thank you. You got your daughter some reading glasses. One goes, yes. Oh my gosh, that's kind of what I had, but not really. I had when I was really little. And I still have them. They were like what I consider Mickey Mouse glasses because they were like round, clear lens glasses, and then they had these sunglasses that like literally flipped up, and then you could either have the clear lenses or you could flip the things down and it would be the sunglasses. And I thought they were just the coolest things, man. They looked so ridiculous, and I still have them somewhere. But man, I thought they were fun, and if I could fit them I'd wear them now, but just for funsies. But man, I loved those, and I thought I got my glasses, I'm like my mommy, and I would just wear them all the time pretending like I didn't have my glasses. or I had my glasses or whatever, like my mommy was so cute. And I still have them. I kept them just for that because I said, I remember wearing these and wanting to have glasses like mama and being happy when I had some like kind of fake little glasses, you know. Aw, I appreciate you too, Miss Rivera. Thank you. I so appreciate you telling me because I have been thinking about you since this morning. I really have. I told my husband this morning, I said, I won't text her, but I'm going to wait a little while, make sure, I know she's been up, but I just, give her a little time before I text her. And then you texted me, so I was getting ready for worky. And then I stayed a little later today, and then I came home and I was like, I need to string beads before I stream. So, but it all worked out. What time is it, little Arthur? Gosh, it looks so weird because I'm not used to the clock being on that time when I'm streaming. Man, it's already been almost an hour, hasn't it, Arthur? What time is it? 3:30. I think I'll get off about 4 because Mac's probably gonna come home like 5:30. So I would like to get off a little before he comes home and chill. Doing a tutorial on this shirt from Fluffy's House to Kids. Awesome, Liz. I love that. Love the size inclusivity. I love it because everybody is freaking a different size, man. Like me, I'm kind of weird. I have to buy like a different top size than a bottom size. Like if you get a bathing suit or something, a set or something. Sometimes I need a different size on the top than the bottom or whatever, bottom than the top. So I like it when people do that. And also, as a fluctuating sized person myself who has been both morbidly obese and underweight, I can appreciate somebody making something that can fit all those things. Really, truly. And also, Liz, I like hearing that too because I've had people come ask me, like, do you know anybody that makes like plus size clothing that I could, and so I can like say, I know somebody that makes a shirt. I can send them to you. Oh, you're going to your niece's volleyball game tonight? Ooh, you're going to is it the high school volleyball game or is it like a league or something? I don't know what to call it. A league. I don't know if that's what you would call it. No, I don't know what that even is. I was about to say intramurals. I've heard that. I don't even know what that is, to be honest. Act like I know what I'm talking about. I have no idea. But I bet that'd be fun. Oh man, I remember going. Well, I was gonna say I remember going to the basketball games, but I remember going to a few. But I was a cheerleader, so I didn't go to them. I was involved. Like I didn't sit in that part of the bleachers with the kids. We had to sit together, of course. But I guess I remember going a few times before then, and it was always so much fun. We didn't have a football team, and I went to the volleyball games sometimes and the soccer games sometimes, and that was always fun. Middle school volleyball. Ooh, hey, look, they can play sometimes, man. Those little middle school girls, man. I remember going to our little middle school volleyball games. Man, they whooped some butt sometimes. We had some high scoring games for middle schoolers. I wanted to play volleyball. This is kind of a weird story, but I wanted to play volleyball, and then there was this guy who was going to be our coach, and he was like a dad of an older girl, which is all good and everything, but he told us he wanted to film our practices, and it rubbed me the wrong way for some reason. I don't know. It was like the way he said it was like, I'm going to film it, but don't worry, And I was like, well, I wasn't, why do I need to wait? What? And I realized like what you wear as like a volleyball player is kind of tight and short, and and so I was like, what? I don't think I want to do this. So I declined to play. But don't think anything happened there, thank God. It just, I don't know, it just rubbed me the wrong way. I was just worried, I guess. I was like, and I also was shy, and I just didn't want to be recorded. I just didn't want to be like the thought of somebody like watching me like makes dumb faces hitting the volleyball over and over again made me feel uncomfortable. I guess it was like all of it combined. Because I'm not really, as some of you know, a fan of the camera. Somehow live streams are a little different. Making an actual video of me talking, oh heck no, I could never do that. But like short video, maybe. Long video, no. I wish I could. I wish I could like sit you guys over here and just make a video like this, but for some reason it's just different to me. I don't know what it is, man. So different. Check his name on the register. Right, I know I need to check his name on the list. I remember his last name. I bet he's in the yearbook though. I bet he's in the yearbook. Give me your daughter's high school. So you told Erica just to stay after school, and you and me heard the gym. The game is in an hour and a half. Oh, yeah, that's what we did a lot of times was hang out at the gym for the games because some of them wouldn't start till like kind of so we just hang out. We had like a mezzanine and stuff we could go hang out in and I guess do our homework if that's what we so chose to do at the time and all that good stuff. Oh, goodness gracious, bless. Anyway, it's like I had a friend request and I'm like, not right now. Not right now, old friend. But anyway. Yeah, man, we had good times though going to all those games. We really did. Really, really did. I wonder. Oh, that's right. I remember his daughter's name too. Now that I'm thinking about all that. Not that I would ever say any of it. But man, I don't know. It was something about the way he wanted to record us rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know. But nobody else felt that way. It was just me, I think. But we were also very young. But I'm just glad I didn't do it since it did make me feel uncomfortable. At least I like maintained my boundary. But good thing did come of it, which was he did demand that we drink like 40 to 60 ounces of water a day or something like that. And so it started me to stop drinking soda and drink water, which I do on occasion still drink soda. Like when I go out to a restaurant or something, or get fast food or something, I may get like a Coke or something. But for the most part, I drink water. And I'm glad because that's basically why. And I got my parents to stop drinking so much soda and all that stuff. So that was a good thing that came out of me almost playing volleyball. So that was good anyway. All right, I got my little tail weaved in. I don't think I need to keep weaving it in anymore. I think I've weaved it around a lot. All right. But it wouldn't hurt me to keep doing it. I just need to tie a little knot in it because I don't know. She doesn't tell you to tie a little knot, but because it's going to be lined, it doesn't matter that I tie a little knot. You're not going to see it under the lining anyway. And I feel like it just keeps it more secure because if not, the last bead that you put on before you switched to the new set of beads can be loose. You can kind of loosen up. So you kind of have to pull it pretty tight and then weave it in or crochet over the end and then put a little knot in before you cut it. But I'm not going to do that yet because I just want to make sure everything's lining up straight before I cut everything. All right, they're good. You got your little Kong ball. I made a Kong ball for the doggy at work too. She had a good time with it. Let's see. What else are we doing anything this weekend, boys and girls? I don't think we are since we went to the beach last weekend. I think we're all fresh out of plans, which is good. I like to just stay home that weekend after we get back from a little trip. Do nothing. We do need to move some furniture, but we're getting rid of a love seat. But other than that, I think we don't have anything else to do. Need to go see Grandpa tomorrow. I'm going to bring him a bouquet of flowers and a fresh bouquet of flowers. And his other one should still look relatively good, but I want to bring him one once a week, like I used to do with Grandma. And yeah, so I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. So if it's not pouring rain, I'll be able to go to the garden. It's been raining a lot, so I haven't been able to go to the garden like I wanted to. But that means the pumpkins are getting water, which is good. They needed them. Dad says we have like 15 basketball-sized pumpkins out there, at least, and a bunch of gourds. So I'm excited. I hope I have a porch full of pumpkins, and Mom and Dad have a porch full of pumpkins for the fall. And me and Mac always carve pumpkins, so maybe we'll have some to carve. We won't have to buy any. That would be nice. Yeah. Do you guys carve pumpkins? I never carved pumpkins as a kid, which is why I do it now. Because some people are like, "Why do you carve pumpkins? You're like 30 years old." Because I like Halloween, number one, and number two, because I never did it as a kid. So me and my husband have done a lot of things that I never did as a kid, which I think is really sweet. Um, like what else? Dye Easter eggs, carve pumpkins, have a real Christmas tree, stuff like that. He's always been really sweet about doing stuff like that for me that I've never done before, um, and wanted to do, you know. Oh, somebody gave me the sweetest idea, and I'm open to any other ideas before we get onto other happier topics. I don't want to bring anybody down. It's not my goal. But does anybody have any other ways that you can save voicemails like permanently? How do you do that? Because I have two voicemails from my grandmother that I really desperately would love to save. Um, and I do not know how to do that. Somebody suggested to me to put them in a Build-A-Bear, which I think is a great idea, but I still would like to save them some other way, you know? There's got to be like a way though, right? There's got to be like an app or something, you know? There's got to be like or I told my husband maybe I could record them on with your phone's like voice memo thing and play them from my phone and then somehow save them. You know what I mean? I don't know. But there's got to be a way, right? But I think the Build-A-Bear would be cute. I've also never been to Build-A-Bear, which is why I thought about it. So that would be a cute thing to do too. Be afraid of the voice box. I know that's what I'm thinking, MJ. That's why I don't want that to be the only way that I save it because I don't trust it either. Screen record and then transfer it. I don't have an Android, however, I can screen record it, I think. I wonder if I could. I bet you're right though, Jay. I'm sure there's a way still to do that though, because I. Yeah, maybe I could do that and play it and then have it, or somehow have it recorded back as a voice memo, and then because I can do something with those voice memo files, I believe, because I saved her service under a voice memo file, and I can send those to other people and all that stuff. But I don't know. I'm gonna look into that. I just wondered. I just thought I'd ask because you never know until you ask people, right? So yeah. Oh yeah, Josie, you should. You should. I think it's such a sweet idea. Never hurts to have it in multiple places. I was so thankful that I had those. I knew I had saved some, but I just, at the time, I just wanted to go back and check. And I said, I do have them. And I listened to them. I said, oh, thank goodness. I'm so glad I have those. Because it's nothing like having their voice. So I'm thankful. Aren't you doing good over there? You eating your breakfast or your nearly dinner? I said breakfast. It's not breakfast. Not your breakfast. It's not at all. Let's see. I wonder we've been watching. I think it was on Netflix. We've been watching this show called Hightown, which don't recommend if you get like triggered by things about drugs. But if not, then feel free to watch. It's a pretty good show. It's pretty interesting. It's got like I don't know how to describe it except like there's a lot of well, I don't want to say that because I might get in trouble for that word. That drug that starts with an F. There's a lot of that going around, and a lot of people are unaliving. And there's some crooked cops involved, and some dealers, shall we say, involved. And it's a pretty good show, though. This kept me pretty enthralled, and sometimes shows get boring to me, so I recommend it. I can't remember what we were watching before that. I think we were watching that. Was it Boykin? I think we paused that before we went to the beach. We haven't gotten back to that yet. I need to remember what happened last. We watched America's Got Talent last night. That's right. which half the episode was like just like a recap, sort of telling us who made it through. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's like an hour you spent doing that. We did not watch that hour. What else? But I really do like that show. That's good. The weather's been so bad, I really haven't been able to take my stuff outside to take pictures of what I have made recently, because I like to take pictures of it out in the sunlight. Even though I have a little ring light, I still think it's better to take it out in the sunlight. Nothing beats the sunlight, right? Oh, I also got variegated thread to use for my next purse, which nobody's really going to see because it's going to be hidden under the liner, but I'll know. And it's more fun for me to crochet with the variegated thread. Just like this, I'm using pink, but nobody's going to know it's pink but me, because it's going to be under the fabric. But hey, I get bored crocheting with white all the time. So Arthur, would you like to get up here, sweetheart? Come on. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Thank you. He lay down. Oops, where'd he go? And I got that from Hobby Lobby. I actually didn't realize at first. Sorry, baby boy, the string was under you. I actually didn't realize Hobby Lobby had crochet thread, but they did, and it's really cheap. I think that was like $1.99, $2.99. I mean, it was cheap. So if you need crochet thread and you want like different colors, definitely check Hobby Lobby, because Michael's has the one brand, I forget what it's called, Aunt Lydia's. They have the Aunt Lydia's, and that's really the only brand that I had ever heard of too much. I know like off brands exist, but I had only ever really heard of Aunt Lydia's crochet thread. But that was not Aunt Lydia's. I can't remember what the brand is, but it, like I said, it was Hobby Lobby, but it's the same size and everything. And I mean, seems pretty good so far to me. So I think they even had the finer 30 thread as well. I think that's 10, but I think they even had the extra fine available, which is even harder to find and even harder to find in different colors. So I did not know they had all that. Hobby Lobby has a lot of random things I didn't realize, but I'm thankful for, like the little attachments for the purse that I got. And I need to get some more chain too. I really would like to see the chain in person, but that's not really, I don't know where a Hobby Lobby is near me right this minute. So Artiste is nice. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Tank. I'm confused. Yes, I'm so excited. Oh, Artiste, is that the brand? Is that the brand? I bet you're right. That sounds right. That sounds right, Tank. I think I know what you're saying, and I think that is correct. I can picture that. I think that is a brand name of it. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Actually, I think this pink. Yeah, this pink is the other brand as well. This is from Hobby Lobby. I forgot. I got this light pink from Hobby Lobby too. The only thing I will say is, if you're making like micro crochet, I don't necessarily recommend this kind of thread sometimes, just because like I tried to make a pumpkin. It depends on what you're doing with it. But I tried to make a pumpkin last year, and I made the pumpkin and everything was good, and then I went to make the segments where you, what was that? I hope that was thunder. I don't, or an Amazon, or what was that? Oh, maybe work going on at the neighbor's house. I don't know what that was. Anyway, but anyway, so I can't remember what I was saying. That scared me. Crap. That scared me. What was that though? Really? Was it the? I feel like if that was thunder, it would like knock the internet out. It was so loud. Maybe it was. It must be the worker next to my house at the neighbors. But anyway, yeah. So I don't know, man. But Hobby Lobby has so many little things that I just never knew, because I've never been in a Hobby Lobby before. But I'm excited to go to one day. I'm pretty sure there's one like an hour away. I just have to figure out where. I know I can Google it, but it may be on like the other side of town that I've never been on, you know. Arfie, oh, are you on, my little? Yeah. Don't lay on great grandma's crochet, please, kitty. Thank you. I didn't want her laying on, or him laying on the Fillet crochet. I still can't wait to try that. I feel like it's going to be fun because I like making the market bags with the mesh and the knitting and stuff. So I think this will be nice. It might be a little annoying when I mess up because I'm going to want it to be perfect, but the grid to be perfect as much as I can. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. I don't know. Oh, it says a shield, Amy. It's a shield. I just realized it's a shield. And the only reason I say it's a shield is because this one's totally like an eagle. And those are that way direction. So it has to be, it's a shield. Aha, I didn't think about that. You want a market bag so bad. You could totally make one, MJ. You could totally make one. I made one out of this mandala yarn too, and I really like that one that I made out of the mandala yarn. I've made like 2 or 3 of them. Mac has one that I made because he uses it for produce at the grocery store, and then I made another one. They're fun to make. I like making them. I want to make some more. Actually, I was going to say, you guys, I also have this. So if you have ideas for like cotton yarn other than like coasters, of course, I have this that I got also from Hobby. Wait, nope, lie. Premier. Got this from Premier, by the way. If you need any yarn from Premier, feel free to use my link in the description. It does give me a little coin. It also does help me out even when you just click the link. So if you want to, just for funsies to look, click the link, you know. But this was a Premier cotton, and so I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with it. I just am a sucker for a good variegated. So yeah, that's right. I am a affiliate. That's right. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I like this cotton though. It's pretty soft for a cotton. So yeah, I'm excited. I've made a few, like I've made like a little bag out of it, but I haven't thought of like what I'm going to do with a lot of it yet, the bulk of it. But it's always good to have a little cotton around, right? Hi, Rosalie. How are you? How are you doing? I haven't been able to catch you guys lately since I was going to the beach and everything going on. Let's see. Move, beads, move. Get out of here. Get out of here. Also did buy, oh, what I was going to say, I know what I was saying when I got scared, I think, was that the thread doesn't work good for things like little pumpkins when you go to make the segments, and you have to pull the string really tight to like create the segments. It broke on me every time, and it was very frustrating because that was like towards the end of the process. So I'm going to try embroidery floss for tiny pumpkins this year, and hopefully that will go better. That's my plan anyway, is to attempt it with embroidery floss. I'm thinking it'll be a little stronger when it comes to pull it since it's multiple threads. I don't know. I'm thinking it'll be a little stronger when it comes to pulling those segments, and I'll try to be as careful as possible. But it hopefully will work better than the Aunt Lydia's did. It'll be a little bigger, of course, but not too much. I mean, it's not that much thicker, really, when it comes down to it. I just want some little tiny oh, they would make you little, oh, I hope they turn out to be like small enough to be earrings. That would be cute. I want some little pumpkin earrings. Little pumpkin earrings to wear with my little hexy cardigan. Ooh. Yes, I want that. I want that, definitely. That's what I need to try. I'm doing all right, Rosalie. I'm glad that you are. Glad that you are. Oh, itchy, itchy, itchy. I'm itchy because I have sunburn, so it's going in a lot. You can't quite, yeah, you can't really tell anymore, but I had sunburn and it's still itchy. Bad me, I know. I put 70 on my face and like 15 on my body and I got burnt, so I know. My mother would say, don't ruin your beautiful pale skin. I know, I'm sorry. She always gets mad at me when I'm sunburned. I was crispy. I was. The pictures made it look a little worse than it was, I feel like. Just the lighting, you know? Like I was a little tinge pinker than I actually was. But I definitely was a little crispy. like I said, my face was all good. Oh, did I not? I still didn't pull that string. No way, Amy. The string I was supposed to pull when I weaved in those ends earlier, or not weaved them, but crocheted them in, I never pulled. So let me see if I can still pull it, given it's way back here. May not want to pull now because of how far away or how long I weave those in. Whoops. Yeah, it doesn't want to pull now. Cool. Do I need to frog it to pull it? Yeah, I think I do. Okay. Yep, if it's for sale, it needs to be frogged so that it can be fixed. All right. Put those in there. It's okay. I only have to frog it one row, so I'm not real worried. I just want to make sure that Gosh, AC, calm down with that noise you're making. Oh, wait, was I not pulling the right string? Hold on, let me see. Now I should be able to do it. Maybe I don't have to frog it as much as I thought. Hopefully so. Let's see here. Aha. Nope, wrong string. Maybe this one. Never know which one to pull. Okay, neither one is moving, so frog a little more. All right, I can't see. It's stuck. All right, I don't want to frog too much where I accidentally undo the connection here, because I've done that too, and that's no fun. All right, especially if you've already cut your tails, you don't want to do that. It can be fixed, but it's not fun to fix. Does anybody do anything fun this weekend though? Let's see, it's the first or second weekend in August? I don't know. I was on vacation. I'm confused about timelines right now, but even though it was like a 2-day vacation, I'm still confused. All week at work, I've been like, what day? Oh yeah. All right, there we go. Pulled it. I wish I should have shown you that, but oh well, because it's cool. But now just got to figure out where to put my little hooky hook. There we go. Oops. Here we go. And I don't have to worry about weaving those in any further if I don't want to. It doesn't really matter. Perfect. Let's see. I guess we'll finish watching Hightown tonight, and then we'll look for a new show to watch. There's a couple things I want to watch, but one thing I want to watch is like subtitles only, and that's a problem when I'm crocheting, you know. If I was knitting, it would be different. I don't have to look quite as much. I mean, I can kind of crochet without looking, depending on what I'm doing, but not really bead crochet because I need to make sure I don't skip a stitch. So I don't know, but I need to watch that at some point too. That movie I want to watch, and I never finished all the Twilight movies before they took them off whatever streaming service I was watching them on. But I'm pretty sure they're on some other one that I have. I just haven't looked. I was rewatching them. I've seen them. I don't know. And tomorrow, see, I don't even know what day it is right now. Tomorrow, it's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm working tomorrow too. Okay. Maybe, I don't know what I'm doing Saturday. I don't think I'm working on Saturday, so that's good. But I'll figure something out. Little Archer, do you have any plans, little sir? I know you have some little plans, so don't you, little sir? You got some birthday plans? Which day is your birthday on again of the week? Let's see. Which day of the week is it on, little boy? Did you know, Arthur, that your birthday is in 2 days? You're going to be a bigger boy in 2 days. Aw, I can't believe he's going to be... Oh. And I lied the other day. I think I said he was going to be 10. He's not. He's going to be 9. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to lie. I really didn't. It was an accident. I'm a terrible mother, I know. But yeah, he will be 9. And I can't believe it. 9 on the 9th, huh, little baby? Yes. He doesn't seem like a 9-year-old. He seems so young still. You guys should see him running on the beach. You're like, not a day over 1, are you, bud? No. He's our little baby. We love him to death. Yes, we do. And he loves the beach. He's the sweetest on the beach. He likes to dig and run and chase the birds, of course. That's his favorite part, is chasing the birds, honestly. I think really, truly. Arthur, we gotta go in just a few minutes. My leg's getting a little stiff anyway, so we need to get up and walk around. I still want to do an outdoor stream, but we might have to do a sitting on the porch crocheting stream sometime this fall when it's a little cooler, a little less rainy, all that stuff. I feel like it'll be fine because the router is like right here. So I think it would be fine as far as like the service is concerned. But I want to try it one day. I think it'll be fun. As long as the neighbors don't come out and start like cutting the grass, in the middle of it, that would suck. Like, no, not now. But I think it will be very fun. And I may or may not, I think I mentioned, do another Halloween stream. I still haven't asked, well, not asked, but talked to my husband about it. I just want to talk to him about it and see what his plans are. And make sure he doesn't have any before I decide that I'm going to do another Halloween stream. And then we'll have to decide what we're going to make. Last year we made pumpkins, so I feel like we should either make a really giant pumpkin or something else. I still do want to make, the only reason I say giant pumpkin is because I still want to make one. Like, I think the one I made last year was like maybe a little shorter than the size of my head. And it was made with Bernat blanket yarn. I think it was just one strand, maybe two. I can't remember. But I want to make something way bigger than that. I want a big, like, life size pumpkin, not human life size. Like how big of a pumpkin you want to carve, like at least that big, like a pillow. So I don't know. I want something like that. And I need to look around again on Etsy for patterns, but a lot of times I find like not exactly what I'm looking for. So hopefully I can find like a realistic big pumpkin. And what else? We could make a ghost. Bats are kind of confusing. I feel like I don't really want to do a bat on stream like that because I don't know. I've made a few bats, unless I find a better bat pattern. That might be different. I don't know. I need to look through my little Halloween playlist because I've got one. We could even do just like pumpkin granny squares or something. I don't know. I'll have to look around and see. And I also want to talk to a few people that I have done some stuff with in the past who have also mentioned that they would like to do more stuff and see if they want to do some more streams together in the future. And so I'll talk to them in the near future. I'm not quite ready yet either, but hopefully in the near future I will chat with them about it and we'll do some more streams again together, those ladies, because I really enjoyed it and I think they did too. It's kind of, the ball has been in my court to kind of set it up again and I just haven't. So, oh, you have a bat pattern from the Woobles. You do, really? MJ, did you see the Hello Kitty jack-o'-lantern Wooble? Oh, I want it. Why do I want it? That one's probably like 45 too, not like 30. I'm sure it's like more. God, I want that one. It's so cute. I wanted the original Hello Kitty one and I never got it, but I didn't want it that bad. But the jack-o'-lantern Hello Kitty, oh my gosh, it's so cute. That's the first Wooble that I've seen in a long time that I was like, oh, I want that one. I think they had another little flower or plant collection that I thought was cute, but man, I saw that yesterday and I was like, oh my gosh. It was so cute. Because it's Halloween and it's Hello Kitty. And I could just see myself making that in like blanket yarn too, like making a bigger one. Oh, I would love it. I don't know. I have to look at it, but they are too expensive. They are. And I think the ones like that, from what I've seen, like the Hello Kitty and I guess some of the other ones, they're more expensive. I guess the licensing or whatever. I'm like, dang it. Why's it got to be even more? But I understand they have to pay the licensing and whatever, but I still think it is a little ridiculous. They're making a killing, that's for sure. But I love them. I mean, they helped me to learn how to read patterns, so like I have to give it to them. I really do love them. They did help me learn how to read patterns. That's for daggone sure. I can't give them a whole lot past that, but they definitely helped me learn how to read patterns. And before that, they were a foreign language to me. So I give them all the credit for that. and I think they have a cool concept. I think I like their crochet kits a lot better than other ones that I have tried. I've tried 2 or 3, and I do like those better. But I also do think for what it is, it's a little pricey, but at the same time, it could be argued as teaching you a skill, not just, making an animal. Um, so I guess I can see. My husband's always like, "You always see all the sides." I'm like, "I know. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I do. I see all the sides of the coin here, um, but I do. I know I don't get them very often anymore at all because they're so expensive. I've got to love it to want one, or to get one. Really love it. And I love this one, and I'm still like, I don't think I'm gonna get it. The removables in the yes. Right? The quality is good. You're right. The quality is good, and they know what they're doing. They definitely know what they're doing. Christine, she got it down. I would love to work at the Wooble factory. I have put this out there a many a time. Wooble, I'm out here. I'm up in North Carolina. I know you have a factory here. I know you do. It's not that far away. Okay. I will I'll come make magic rings for you all day, okay? All right. Just let me know. I'm right here. Okay. You just send me a box of Wooble yarn. I'll make the magic rings for you and send it back, all day. Uh, I would love it. I think I actually did message them one time and ask like for email or something. How do you find opportunity? What is it called? Hiring opportunities or whatever. Employment opportunities. There we go. And I forgot what they told me. Obviously, something like go to the website. I don't know, Josie. I've never looked and I've never seen. It's been a minute since I've actually really truly looked at their stuff. Like I've seen because I follow them on Instagram. That's how I saw like the Hello Kitty. But it's been a minute since I've actually ever been to their site, and I haven't looked around like that. I should look into it. I should. I think, and I think Fred was the first one I made, and I still have him, and I have the lion, and I have the 4 plants, which still I have one I need to make, and then I have the other 3 cactuses, and then our succulents. And what else have I made? I've made multiple lions, and then I've made was it the bunny rabbit or the chick? One of those, or both. I think I made one was mini, one was big, and then I don't know. I made a couple, and a turtle, the turtle kit. Yeah, I've made quite a few woobles. Probably 7 or 8, I would think, at least. Something like that. Maybe not including the lion. I made more than once. And just in case anybody's ever wondering, I can't remember what size hook I used. Probably an 8, if I had to guess. 6 or 8. I made a wooble out of blanket yarn, and it was the lion, and it was about like a regular wooble, maybe like this size, right? Maybe that's a little fat, but maybe about yay size. In blanket yarn, it turned out about this big. So it was like a good amount bigger, but not maybe as big as you might think. But again, I could have used maybe a different hook and stuff, and maybe it would have turned out a little bigger than that. But, it works. But I'll have to look into that, Josie. I'll have to definitely do that because that's a good question. Because I know they have like I know they send people stuff and they have like influencers and stuff that test it out, but I've never looked to see if they have like a program. So yeah, should check. Aw, good night, Pets World. I'm about to get off anyway. You're not going to miss a thing, so don't you worry. Good night. Have a good night's rest, and have a good day tomorrow. Have wonderful, magical dreams of all your lovely creatures you've been crocheting lately. They've been so good. I'm so proud of you. I can really tell you've been crocheting and practicing a lot. You can tell. You can really tell. It looks great. Oh, I love the 7. Oh, you use a 7. I can't remember if I think I used to use an 8 sometimes, but generally I think I use a 6 for amigurumi with the blanket yarn. But I have used, well, that was double stranded. I think I used a 10 when I double stranded it, but that was because that's the biggest hook I have. Game is in an hour. You got to get ready soon. Well, you can go too. I'm literally going to go because my hip is hurting me, so I need to get up and walk around. But I love you guys. I appreciate you guys for being here today. Thank you for hanging out with me, keeping me company, keeping me distracted a little bit, all that good stuff, you know. Glad you guys got to see the kitty and see a little bit of the fillet crochet that I was talking about the other day, in case you guys didn't know, you know, what I was talking about. But I really appreciate all you guys for being here, and I will probably see you guys next week. I don't really plan on streaming Saturday. I'll probably be at Miss Angie's yarn meeting and doing some other stuff. So yeah, I think I will see you guys probably next Tuesday. I'll make a post to let you guys know when. And I really appreciate you guys. If you haven't already, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I do go live. Let's see, hit the thumbs up. That really does help me out. There are links in my description. I don't think I talked about anybody too specifically today to go back and put in there. But yesterday I did go back and put a few links in my description as well about some of the creators I had discussed. So yeah, if you guys are interested in any of that, go check that out. And I will see you guys later. I really do appreciate you guys. All right.